Hey y'all, how you doing? How you feeling? How's your day been? Speaking of how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Truly. Because our last episode we talked about quality time, and right before that we talked about our pregnancies. And I tell you what, today, food for thought. Okay? It's been a little rough go of a month, I feel like.
The month just started.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it's March now. But, from today in March and a month prior,
Yeah.
I feel like I've been spending quality time with a hospital. And that's not normal for me in any way. Um and there's like a lot of directions we can go with food for thought, because one, hubby does all the cooking, which I hear happens like a lot nowadays. What's it like for you guys? Who does the cooking in your household? And that's one direction. Another direction is, what do you eat? No matter who's cooking it, like what should be cooked, because it is such a struggle. Like all day, every day, 3 times a day, you're supposed to be eating something. Actually, honestly, from what I've heard,
Six small meals.
yeah, you're supposed to eat even more than that. Like if you really want to get your sexy back or get it. Maybe you didn't have it to get it back, and you want to get it. You're supposed to eat like little meals all throughout the day. But what do you eat, and how do you eat healthy? Because going back to the quality time at the hospital, I had never been to the hospital other than to give birth until I just gave birth. And then my body decided to say, hey, you know what? Why don't we just have some gallbladder issues? And I have Googled, and that is very common for, what really, babe? Like, I need you to stay focused.
Turn that way.
Are you kidding me right now?
Just real quick. Wait.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm sorry.
I do not think that was necessary.
It was.
Okay,
It was there.
Where was I? What was I saying? That gallbladder issues. Why? I haven't been to the hospital other than to give birth. And then, I've been Googling. I think that's where I was last. That it is like common within pregnancies that it increases your risk to have those type issues. Lucky me to be in the number, right? And I'm assuming not only lucky me to be in the number due to pregnancy, I'm sure it was also due to diet. So that's like food for thought, Are y'all taking care of your bodies? Are you eating healthy so that you do not have to have gallbladder issues? Is it gallbladder or it is gallbladder?
It's absolutely
gallbladder. Gallbladder.
It's just gallbladder.
See, maybe I should also have known about it so I could have taken better care of it. But now it's gone.
Wow. They just jumped to the lead there.
Gone. Just completely taken out of my body. Like, gone.
Yeah.
I think I actually might be, like, slightly traumatized by it. Just a tiny bit. Like I'm missing a body part.
Technically, yes.
Like, it was there for a reason, and now it's gone. Yeah. So we need some help. Like, please, like, leave it in the comments. Like, is there somebody out there that, like, a nutritionist? How amazing would that be to have, like, to be able to speak with a nutritionist? I've never known one. Have you?
Technically, I have spoken with nutritionists before.
What?
Yeah,
technically. This is news to me.
Nah, still a couple of surprises left.
Yeah, I'm sure for the rest of our lives. The random things that always come up.
Yeah, man, the random things that always come up.
Yeah.
But it's like, honestly, it's pretty basic stuff. They just give you the same basic spiel, you know. Get your good dairy, your grains, and your healthy lean proteins, and get you a couple of healthy snacks, and try not to have too much sugar or things that cause high blood pressure. So it's really not really much that, I mean, no offense to any nutritionists that may be watching, I'm sure what you do is helpful to some that are a little less knowledgeable about such things, but and going into the specifics does help for a lot of people. But in the case where they were speaking to a family member of mine, I happened to be present for that. They really didn't offer any sort of enlightening information. There was nothing new that was being said. There was nothing that was like, oh wow, really? This is. They don't really offer any sort of cure all, any sort of amazing, this is absolutely what you need to do and you'll be in fantastic shape. Follow this exactly. It's just like they give generalized recommendations of what is already known to be good for you.
See, and then like that's debatable. Like, yeah, you
Right.
should have dairy. You should not have dairy. You should drink so much cow's milk. We shouldn't be drinking cow's milk. We're human. Like,
Yeah.
there's
so
just
many
all
things.
the things. And in the end, it's like, what do you eat?
I just want to take a brief moment, just a brief moment, because ever since you said, because if we go back to the beginning of this, you said One Direction, and I was just stuck on hearing the group One Direction.
I knew that's what you were about to say.
There's probably quite a few Directioners out there. Maybe
Is that what y'all are called? Directioners?
You didn't have to say y'all first off.
Yes, I did. Because
you didn't have to throw me into this.
I can't even name one song. I know I've heard one before.
For
maybe
sure,
two.
For sure you have. You've probably heard a couple because there are definitely some One Direction songs on my playlist. I'm very well rounded in my musical taste.
Although who sings It's Too Late to Apologize? That's not One Direction.
Not at all.
But I feel like
that's One Republic.
Oh, well,
still one was in that, but nowhere close.
It is close. One Direction, One Republic.
You can't compare
that's exactly
Ryan
how that
Tedder
happened.
to One Direction.
I know nobody's names, but that's exactly how that happened.
Crazy.
One Direction, One Republic. Yep.
Yeah. What?
That's still playing in my head. It's too late to apologize.
Wow.
It's too late. Do y'all wish you could sing? Because I do. Y'all would have heard. Wow,
funny.
not y'all would have heard. Y'all would have heard me sing on every single episode if I could sing for real. Wow. Every single one.
You're gonna be one of those people.
Oh yeah, I would find a way. I would find a way. Yeah.
Yo, y'all watch The Voice? Have y'all ever watched The Voice? Now you've barely seen The Voice, but the coaches, man, they take any moment they can. Like they'll just be out there and they're turned around in the chair, and it's like there's no reason for them to show off their vocal prowess, but they do. They show you exactly why they get to sit in the chair and you don't. They will find moments to just start doing crazy riffs and runs for no reason. No reason, but it was so fun. It was so fun. We need to watch The Voice for sure. We have a lot to catch up on.
I'm gonna tell you what. We just said we were gonna name this Food for Thought. I think we need to name it like
Random Thoughts.
Yeah, Random Thoughts. Like
ADHD. We got a little bit distracted, but honestly, it was your fault for saying One Direction. That's how we got here, and then
because it could go so many
One
directions.
Republic.
So technically, we're like right on track. All the directions. Did you even finish what you were saying about One Direction?
Oh, well, I was just saying, like, there was probably quite a few Directioners out there. Shout out to the Directioners, man. And,
wow. Wow.
We lost Liam last year, man. That was sad. That was very sad, man. That was a tough moment, man. That was a tough moment. That was a big bummer for real, because like it still came so unexpected. Like who would have thought that something like that would happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate for sure, but because now since my wife decided to throw me into the mix in this for whatever reason,
Oh
because
no,
I just happened to bring it up,
that's the reason.
and I've knowledge about many things. It was
Mm-hmm.
actually my sister's fault that I got into One Direction, because
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's like whenever it is they came out, I have not a great concept of passage of time and years
It
and
was
whatnot.
around. It's too late to apologize.
Was it?
I don't know.
I don't think it
I
was
feel like
actually.
I feel like their song was popular around the same time.
I feel like that's not at all accurate, but it could be.
I don't know. Now we have to Google it. I mean, not
Right,
literally right now, but
right.
you know,
You remember that
y'all
one time?
can let
Yo,
us know.
I bet y'all. This is really random, but you remember that one time you just threw an Axe Jeeves?
No, but that sounds right. Yeah,
You literally did. Just like
I
what?
no, because I feel like we were
You
talking about things
did.
that don't exist anymore,
Yo,
and
that's
yeah,
crazy.
I named that.
Yo, people, people watching this, do y'all know about Jeeves? Did y'all ask Jeeves? Or like, what do y'all do now, y'all? Cause y'all asking
Everybody
them
Googles.
them robots. No, no, the people they be asking
Yeah,
Alexa and Siri and them.
yeah, that's true.
I don't do that. Fun fact, not none of that. No asking Siri, no asking Bing or
Bing?
yeah.
That's like Jeeves. Do people use Bing?
People still use Bing, right?
I don't know.
Do y'all use Bing? Is that a thing that
I
happens?
don't know. Is Firefox still a thing?
Oh, Firefox, man! Shout out to Firefox because they had
Is
fun with
this
yo,
exciting?
yeah, because they Super Bowl halftime show Kendrick Lamar Firefox put up a post on Threads.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did. They said they not like us in reference to the other big corporations like Google and them
Oh,
because they're not backed by billionaires and whatnot. Firefox is still very much
that was a
so
good one.
independent and whatnot. So
I missed that.
yeah, it was fun. It was a fun little moment. So
Interesting
shout out
fun
to
fact.
Firefox, man. If you want to hit us with that sponsor, we can use Firefox. I'm cool with that.
We could use any sponsor.
Maybe not any, but we will take all under consideration. But
Lord
yeah,
help us.
yeah. Circling back around was it was just my sister that got me into One Direction because
Yeah.
she was a big One Direction fan, and actually she had started playing the music, listening to music. I still I was like, okay, it's just like this may be a bit of a toe tapper, whatever, but I wasn't really still like really into it. But we ended up going to the movie because she wanted to go see the movie because they had like this
There was a
movie.
movie?
Yeah, and the movie was basically like them backstage scenes of their concert and them being on tour. So
In theaters?
yeah, they made a movie about their tour that they were doing.
Wow.
So she wanted to go see that. So me and her went to go see it, right?
That was nice.
And I was like, oh, okay.
But you wanted to see it too.
No, because at this time I was not a fan.
Oh.
It was after watching the movie, getting to see the personalities.
The movie did it for you?
The movie got me getting to see the personalities of the people and be like, oh, wow.
Have y'all seen this movie?
This guy's pretty cool, actually. This ain't too bad. That was fun. They had nice little fun personalities, some lightheartedness. It was a good vibe, good energy, good time.
Okay.
So it was like this was unexpected. I guess I'm technically a directioner now. So I still to this day I do have their music on my playlist. My playlist is very interesting. But food for thought.
Yeah. Circling all the way back around.
All the way back around. That's where we were,
Yeah.
We've talked about Jeeves, we've talked about Firefox, halftime shows, One Direction, One Republic, music.
Yeah.
Lots of things with the gallbladders, and lack thereof. And circling back around, food for
Possibly
thought.
too soon. I just told you I was traumatized. You don't have to add the lack thereof. You didn't have to add that. Anyways. Anyways. So, who taught you how to cook?
just jumping right in there, huh?
Yeah,
Well, okay.
food for thought.
Who for thought? Wait. No, no. We're gonna start with you. What
Why?
is your relationship to cooking
I
and
hate it.
lack thereof? Why is that? What did that
Well,
look like for you growing up?
mother, are you watching our episodes yet? Because I don't think that my mom likes to cook too much, and that was just passed down. And then my father is a vegetarian, and nobody else in the family is, and I guess just I was not kind. I was gonna say not as loving as you because my daddy's super loving.
Dang.
Really? But yeah, I was about to say that because you cook for us, like, and he literally was just like, you don't want to be a vegetarian. You're not eating what I eat, so he didn't cook for us. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, my relationship to food was like eating ramen noodles and cereal for dinner. And
I used to hate ramen.
yeah. Like so when my mom would cook, it was like, like if I were to cook, like like maybe some Kraft mac and cheese, some um frozen chicken tenders, frozen. So like not even like actually, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all know what I'm saying. Not like the actual chicken that you gotta cut up
Yeah.
and
I get it.
batter and fry
Processed.
and all that. No,
You know.
no. Like frozen from the bag.
Yeah,
Pour
processed,
it
pre-cooked,
onto a
baking sheet.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And plop it in the oven. Yeah. So
Oh boy.
yeah, it wasn't really taught. I mean, to any of us really,
Yeah.
So that's fair. They weren't really taught to cook either, but I mean, still, honestly, I think I would have liked the veggie meals, but maybe at that age I wasn't willing to try it. I don't remember
Probably
fully
not, honestly.
because I like it now. Yeah, it's really preferred, honestly. Uh, yeah, I like a nice veggie burger. Are you serious again?
No. It's just a really fun curl.
Oh Lord,
It's cute.
it's happening again. I don't. Yeah, that could be like a trivia for like who's watched all our episodes
Yeah, for sure.
because
All the
it's
way
been
through
talked
to
about.
the end, mind you. Not for a couple of minutes. I see the analytics.
Oh, oh, that's like y'all are in trouble. Okay, so was did I answer the question because you like did not answer?
Yeah, I know. I did not answer. I wanted you to have the moment. You start your
Well,
moment
then
first.
you just made me put my parents on blast.
Hey man, that ain't on me. That's on you. That was your choice. I just asked you about
I don't know
your
how else
relationship to food and
to
cooking.
explain relationship. That's how it goes with a lot of things. A lot of things, it starts with your parents and how you were raised.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, is that what it was for you?
I'd say that is very accurate for what
Mm-hmm.
it was for me. That cooking was a love of mine that I got from my mother
No.
because it again started like I would always be in the kitchen with her when she was cooking from the youngest of young ages. I would be
Yeah.
in the kitchen. So before the point where I could actually help with the cooking, I would be just around in the kitchen, just watching her cook, or I'd be just around in the space. I would
Yeah.
have my coloring books and I would be coloring while she was cooking. And I
That's so
still
cute.
remember that.
Yeah. Oh.
Like those are the memories that really stick with you in life.
Yeah.
So I do have that to look back on. And through that, I developed my love of cooking because she would do the majority of the cooking for the family growing up.
Mm.
Like she started out like doing like literally all of the cooking. Then later on, my dad would get like some recipes that he would do that he specifically would cook. Like they would cook like certain meals were his area expertise, certain meals were her area expertise.
Yeah.
So going back to the beginning, it's like, first I was just in the kitchen around, and then slowly you get to start helping with the cooking. You get to get a couple of seasonings, you get to help mix things up, you get to. So while I'm doing this, I'm just soaking everything in. I'm learning the recipes, learning how to cook, what she's cooking, and it was always just like such a fun and loving experience, because it's like the music will be going. So there's this, was we had the stereo that would be upstairs. She would turn the stereo on. Music would be playing all the way throughout the house while we're in the kitchen cooking. We listen to music, have a good time, have some conversations. It was a really nice time. So
Yeah.
through that, I gained a love of cooking, and also I enjoyed actually cooking. Once I got to the age where I could actually be hands on with it and then take the initiative and start cooking myself, I did end up like taking on that role of cooking for the house.
Right.
So, all
Uh-oh.
these things were really fun that I got to do. So, if you want to take
that
a brief moment to.
that was the baby. We're not sure like what sound picks up and what doesn't. So, and the I know got picked up. So just in case the baby wasn't picked up, let me explain.
That's our sound manager over there. Wanted to go
Yeah.
ahead and test the mics. A little sound check from the sound stage.
Check 1 2 1 2. Although she stopped, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, we might also we could technically cut it short. You
Yeah.
know.
Technically, also,
Um.
it's fine. She can make a little cameo. She gets to be in episode 10 if necessary.
Oh my poor baby. Please hold. But you can
Holding.
keep going. Babe.
Yeah. So. Oh wow, this is different. This is different. I sat in the middle here, so now it's like interesting experience here. This is quite fun, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll just.
a
We'll
brief
have to
intermission.
cut
You're
that.
taking.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
just
I'll
gonna
take over
cut
here.
that short.
You go ahead and handle this. I'm gonna keep talking to the people. So that was that's happening. This happening live. The parents out there, you understand what's happening right now. So with that being the case, is I was sharing the story of how it is I gained my love of cooking. And like when I was talking about the meals that we would specialize in would be like my dad, he would do like Italian dishes. He was really good at like making lasagna and homemade pizza. And these are things now that I get to make for my family. And it's just like been really a fun experience taking what was taught to me and now being able to give this gift to my family because it's something that I feel actually isn't all that common, especially not nowadays. A lot of access to fast foods and restaurants that people choose to go out and just buy instead of making food themselves from scratch. So that's always an interesting skill to have that I do enjoy. And I will say there was a bit of an adjustment because having that context in place, like there was in meeting my wife, there were things that she had never had before that I grew up eating, and things that she had begun to eat in her life and in her adulthood that I had never eaten. So it was like a interesting broadening of horizons and learning to expand my culinary expertise because a lot of things, since I had never tried them, I never even wanted to, honestly. I now was in a position where, like a majority of the meals that I grew up eating and knowing how to cook, she didn't eat. So I had to learn these new ways of figuring out how to feed my family, figuring out what it is that they already liked, and learning how to cook them. Because, like, one fun thing that I did was foods that she enjoyed getting from restaurants, I would look it up online and try and find recipes and ways to make them myself. Like the broccoli cheddar soup from Panera and their Mediterranean sandwich, that veggie sandwich. I had never had these things in my life. I still have not, mind you, but I learned how to make them for my wife. And that was very interesting because honestly, they turned out fantastic, apparently. So she said she enjoyed them, and our oldest daughter, she eats it as well, and she enjoyed it. So, very, very interesting experience for sure. Let's see, what else was it that I wanted to share with that? Mm, I think that may have been the main point I wish to share in regards to the learning how to cook these new meals. And but now we're in a place of we're trying to make adjustments and broaden our palates a bit and figure out some new recipes, some new things to cook, some new things to try because we don't eat out that much, and what we do eat out of, we're kind of tired of it, honestly. It's like food is just food. It's just something to eat because we have to eat. But the enjoyment of food from restaurants is honestly not there. And as far as cooking, like those meals are still good. They still have the flavor to them that are enjoyable. That works. But, it's like you don't want to get tired of eating the same thing, the same couple of meals in rotation. So, what are you guys eating? What are some things that you enjoy eating or some recipes that you really love and would like to share with us? Maybe we'll try them someday and you will see them in a video. That could be something fun. If you send us some recipes to try, I could maybe try and replicate them and see, do a little taste test on camera and see how we feel about them. And maybe we end up with a new meal that we will eat regularly. But another fun moment that was absolutely crazy and insane was when I first moved in with my wife. Like the seasonings, the spice cabinet was barren. There was so much room in the cabinet like you wouldn't believe, folks, let me tell you. I looked inside this cabinet, there was barely anything. And now the cabinet is full end to end with several, a plethora of seasonings and spices. All of these things that were just not there. Like there may have been like some turmeric, some paprika, black pepper, and some I think adobo seasoning, which yo, wifey put me on to the adobo seasoning. I had no idea about the adobo, but that right there, I like that. Oh, it appears they are returning. How fun is that?
Yeah.
And we are still going. So
Yeah.
I was just telling them about the seasonings and the lack thereof, the barren spice cabinet that I moved into, and that I've now filled with a plethora of spices and seasonings.
Yeah, well, this will be fun. I'm gonna have to catch the replay to see what I missed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's fun.
and hopefully, it was enough. because because thankfully things didn't go too bad.
It was enough.
Yeah, because things didn't go too bad with that diaper change. Because I don't know how it goes with you new parents and these newborns.
Yeah, man.
Ooh-wee, sometimes it's like the moment you change one diaper, get ready to change the next, like immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we don't have a happy camper at the moment.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, man. You
Yeah.
got that from me.
I don't think so.
You absolutely did. You never once said happy camper.
You're so funny.
Literally, that was from me. You got that from me. That's so fun.
Yeah, so this is definitely a very different episode.
Yeah, man.
Real life.
Mm-hmm.
Real life. And which is really what I love. I like to be transparent and real.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, hope that that's the audience that we're also gaining. Real, transparent,
genuine,
authentic. Yes, authentic people. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And baby girl, hopefully we'll get to meet y'all later.
Yeah.
So until then, was there anything you need to wrap up? Because I did miss where you were.
Ooh, yeah. No. I think I just about touched upon everything I wanted to talk to the people about. So, yeah.
Nice.
I guess we can go ahead and wrap this up here.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that we see you next week.
Stay well and prosper, everybody.